Are you panicky with the level of low AMH in your blood reports? AMH is the anti-Mullerian hormone that is released from your eggs. It is the indicator of the balance of your eggs at that particular time. It doesn't indicate your chances of pregnancy at all. So even if your AMH is 0.2, you still have a fair chance of pregnancy.
Myntri Rangbah ke dalam Meghalaya Konrad Kongkal Sangma haka khat pratrik ujamang arhajar arpulai. Ulalum ke jingelang bat kiseng san pertai ke bidan lang haka sorkar MDA ban Pynshai bat ban pesngutu iki haka bedai bat kajing pentreka mega roster system. Habai keren bikinang patai kubor Konrad Kongkal Sangma ulong bala pesngutu iki MLA jong ke kynhun ke MDA. Haka baki lapan ke jing Pynshai bat ke sorkar kliop diang ru ke jing pensngau bat jing ai jing mut nagi dekhot ke MDA. Ulong ba haka khat khandai tarik jong ubnai jemang arhajar arpulai pad unsalum me jingelang bat kiseng san perthai boper. Myntri Rangbah ulong ba reservation policy klem jingdon ka roster system kalong ka bomdon jingmut bat haban sngo thu ba ka roster system kadi ka scheme jing peniat ne jing bo pali haga ban pentre kampurai ka reservation policy. Ula ai nuksa belada penmi ka roster an bo pali ka rukom bahakam ya barok lang nadu ki khasi ki garo bat ki bamdai ki ulum.
Because reservation is a different subject, but a roster without a reservation without a roster is meaningless. But talking about reservation, talking about roster and not touching reservation is not going to make any sense. That's not correct at all. You have to understand what a roster is. The roster is basically a scheme or a process or a schedule to implement the reservation policy in letter and spirit. Now what that means, so let me start explaining so that all of you are also on board. What reservation does is that it allows certain reservations in certain categories. Now these reservations then, when the posts are advertised, then the reservation policy is applied. Now, in the past, what used to happen, if there were 10 vacancies that used to be vacancies were advertised, the reservation policy would apply 4-4-1-1 or whatever the ratio is. Now, in the absence of a roster system, then when the next 10 positions would come out or 2 or 3 positions would come out, again the reservation policy would apply in the 4.5 and 1 version, 1.5. Now, when the reservation comes in, it actually charts out and prepares a schedule of which category, which post will go to which category. So if the reservation comes out tomorrow, roster comes out tomorrow for reservation, it'll plot exactly that was position number 1 is meant for unreserved. Position number 2 is for Khasi Jantia. Position number 3 is for Garo. Position number 4 will be for Khasi Jantia. Position number 5 will be for Garo. Position number 6 will be for Khasi Jantia. It plots those points in the sense that tomorrow, if there is an appointment or an interview call for 3 posts, that means there will be 1 post for unreserved, 1 for Khasi, and 1 for Garo. That's what a roster does. Now, if the 4th position comes out tomorrow for an interview, so number 1, number 2, number 3 is done. The number 4 position is for a Khasi. Hence, the advertisement will say 1 LDA post for a Khasi category. If again after a year 1 more post comes out, that's number 5 position. That's meant for a Garo. And hence, the advertisement will say LDA position for a Garo. So, roster system allows the implementation of a reservation policy in letter and spirit and allows the exact schedule of the post to be appointed. That's what a roster is. And hence, a roster, a reservation policy without a roster will not implement the reservation policy in true letter and spirit. And hence, Meghalaya should have implemented the roster system from day 1. Because as I said, the roster system allows a particular post which is meant for a certain community to go to that community. So as I said, now try to be with me out here and I'll try to explain to you. If the other scheduled tribes and other scheduled castes which have 5% reservation, if you look at a 100-point roster, 5% means 5 posts will go to them in 100 posts. Are you with me? So 5 posts will go in 100 posts. 5 posts will go to other tribes and other scheduled tribes and other scheduled caste. Which means every 20th post, post number 20, post number 40, post number 60, and post number 80 and post number 100 will be for other scheduled tribes and other scheduled caste. Now, if the roster system is not present, we will keep repeating 40, 40, 15, 20, and it will keep going in the system. Now, tomorrow, if we have finished 19 recruitments and there is one post that comes out for the 20th one and said one post, what will that advertisement say? It will say one LDA post for other scheduled tribe and other scheduled caste. It will not say Khasi, it will not say Garo, it will not say UR. Because it is meant, the roster has set a system and a schedule for the other scheduled caste or the tribe to get that post on the 20th post that comes out. That is what roster is. So it's not meant to give any benefit to anybody. It is meant to ensure that reservation policy is implemented in letter and spirit.
Ukonrat kongkal sangma ulakran nagabashay baka jingakran menta kandai bitek tang halor ke roster system. Bat ban Myntri ka mega roster kat kum gajing tha ka high court. Hagabede bagajing keno bagajing Myntri ka mega roster system kadai ka ajing mentoy tang yakijat benriu garo naglang Myntri Rangbah ulong bakan omdon kanu gajing ajing mentoy yau nunu brio. Hendrai habadan ke reservation kalong pat kabakongsan bandon lang ya ke roster system. Bat kadai kabla batha da ke sorkar pedang. Bat kayeng syari kabahakli adu jongkari ke Supreme Court. Bat kejala Meghalaya keladai ban Myntri ka mega roster system na duk gesing beningkong. Namar ka roster system ka ailat bai ka kam ka baha naga benta kanu gajat benriu kadai ban lej sha kata gajat benriu.
As I said that
based on population.
no, as I said that is a different subject. We that is an issue that can be discussed, may be discussed, that we are not talking about as of now. As of now, the subject in front of us is the roster system and implementation of that. So hence we are taking that first part and we are trying to resolve that issue because that is something that is mandated by the High Court. The broader discussion on reservation policy is something that is not going to be discussed in this yesterday or today or tomorrow. So these 3 days have been specifically kept for roster system to implement the roster system in view of the court order and to ensure that the reservation policy which was made in 1972 is implemented in letter and spirit.